Hey, warte mal. Yo, Rallye-Streifenpelz, was soll das? Du kannst doch nicht ungefragt mein Schiff demontieren. Was ist das eigentlich?
Nicht anfassen. Das ist eine Bombe.
Eine Bombe?
Yep.
Und die lässt du hier einfach so rumliegen?
Ich wollte sie gerade in eine Kiste packen.
Was bringt denn da eine Kiste?
Das ist für Momente, in denen es richtig krass wird. Oder wenn man den Mond sprengen will.
Wir fliegen in die richtige Richtung. Fürs Erste.
Wenn wir zusammenarbeiten wollen, versuch mir mal ein bisschen zu vertrauen.
Wenn es eine Waffe ist, richten wir sie gegen Ronan.
Leg das hin, du Vollidiot, sonst bringst du uns alle um.
Oder nur dich, du Mörder!
Ich verschon dich nicht nochmal, Prinzessin!
Ich bin keine Prinzessin!
Hey, niemand bringt irgendjemanden auf meinem Schiff um!
Wir haben eine Abmachung. Und Quill, dein Schiff ist ein fieser Dreckstall.
Die hat ja keine Ahnung. Und das Schwarzlicht? Wird's hier aussehen wie ein Jackson Pollock-Bild.
Du hast echt Probleme, Quill.
The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Alpha Critic.
I just saw on the calendar that right now on Earth it's almost Christmas time.
We don't have time for trivialities like Christmas.
But Peter's so sad about Gamora being gone. Maybe if we go to Earth for a really wonderful Christmas gift, it would make him happy. Something special he will never forget.
What about someone special?
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
Your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you. You're coming with us as a Christmas present.
Is there anything in this world more in the spirit of Christmas than subscribing to a new fledgling YouTube channel? Of course not. And that is my Christmas wish to you. Subscribe to Alpha Critic. And I'm telling you, Santa will know what you did, and he approves.
Wil je wat voor mij zingen?
All right, let's get on with the show. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It's actually really good, and it's even appropriate for the kids. This is one of the very few modern Disney projects that I will, without any caveats, highly recommend. Now, one of the worst atrocities to American pop culture was the infamous Star Wars Holiday Special. Now, it wasn't bad because of woke ideology or because they were disrespectful to the original source material. No, it was bad because it was just really, really bad.
A Christmas special came out that was produced by George Lucas. Do you remember making this Christmas special? I think it was 1978. No, you don't remember it? You have no memory of this incident.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Maybe it'll be nice. Go ahead. Roll it.
The Star Wars Holiday Special. Introducing Chewbacca's family. His wife, Mala. His father, Itchy. His son, Lumpy.
That's the spirit. You'll be celebrating Life Day before you know it.
What's up? It's Chewbacca. Yeah, we'll bring him to the screen. I want to say hello to him.
Hello. Today we are going to be preparing a very succulent dish called Bantha Surprise. Of course, if your family has a hearty appetite, I would suggest then that old popular holiday favorite, the Bantha Rump. But only you know the size of a bite in your family, eh?
You're like family to me.
A day that takes us through the darkness, a day that leads us into light, a day that makes us want to celebrate the night.
Years ago, Christmas specials were standard on American television. They were wholesome family programs filled with songs and little skits.
I found two beautiful trees and I can't make up my mind. The pink would go great with the carpet and the blue one would be fantastic with the drapes. I don't know what to do.
Well, why don't you get a black and white one? It'll go good with the cat. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I remember seeing them as a boy in the 1980s, and honestly, I never really liked them. It's a bit like going to church. It was fine, but for a little boy, it wasn't exciting or fun. But there was something nice about them. They somehow added to the Christmas magic. Apparently, Michael Bublé has revived the Christmas special, but I've never seen any of those, and I have no idea how popular they are. I never even knew he did them until I started to research this video.
Welcome to Michael Bublé's third annual Christmas special.
I won't ask for much this Christmas.
No, for me, in 2022, the Christmas special is, like patriotism or decency, a faint memory of American culture. But now, James Gunn has created his own Christmas special, and it's actually really good.
Merry Christmas, Mantis.
Merry Christmas, Peter.
And it's kind of weird because it's basically a rated G program, but it's still really good. And these days, that's pretty rare. It didn't used to be so rare. If you had ever seen The Twilight Zone, those are some of the best stories I've ever heard told. And that show was essentially rated G. I mean, by today's standards anyway. So I don't know why there aren't more family-friendly projects out there that are top-tier productions. Maybe there are, and I just don't see any of them because I don't have kids. I know from my nieces and nephews that Bluey is quite good. Now, my first review, my review of the Star Wars show Andor, was hated by a lot of people. Some of you radically disagreed with me, and that's okay. In fact, it's great. A free exchange of ideas and respectful disagreement is the American way. But I don't just want to review projects that I dislike, I also want to review projects that I think are worth watching. And this Christmas special is one of those projects. What's surprising is that it's a family-friendly Christmas special. It's surprising because the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are not the most family-friendly Marvel films. But you know, I don't remember anything too aggressively violent or vulgar in this special. There's one reference to Mrs. Claus working the pole.
Mrs. Claus, she works the pole, plans her man's demise. No! Soon the elves will all rise up and stab out Santa's eyes.
But I don't think there are any children that will understand that joke. I mean, unless they've already been exposed to way too much inappropriate stuff. And so it's a joke just for the parents. And actually, I thought it was hilarious. One of my favorite moments, and this is a slight spoiler, but it won't ruin the rest of the MCU for you. But in any case, skip about a minute past this if you want to miss it. Anyway, one of my favorite moments is when Nebula gives Rocket a Christmas present, and the Christmas present is the arm of Bucky Barnes.
Bucky's arm?
This is, of course, a reference to Avengers Infinity War.
How much for the gun?
Not for sale.
Okay, how much for the arm? Oh, I'll get that arm.
I mean, who saw that coming? Absolutely perfect. Now, the story in this Christmas special primarily follows Mantis and Drax as they try to find a present for Quill. That present being the actor Kevin Bacon.
Hey, guys, I'm about to pass out. There's no air in here.
The concept alone is hilarious and brilliant, but a lot of projects start with a great idea and then they fail in the execution. This is not the case here. James Gunn started with a good idea and then followed through with a charming and funny story. It's funny, heartwarming, it actually reveals a few things about the new Guardians film and things about the characters that we didn't know before, so for hardcore Marvel fans, this is obviously going to be required viewing. Besides being funny and good, it's not woke. It's not political at all. This show does not take jabs at Trump or Biden or Republicans or Democrats. There are no interracial lesbian couples. It doesn't reference January 6th. Stacey Abrams is not the president of Earth. The characters aren't battling carbon emissions. It's just an innocent, charming little story about kidnapping Kevin Bacon, something I think we can all relate to. Seriously though, it is difficult to find a show or movie these days that does not push some kind of woke idea. But here is the amazing thing about this holiday special. Leftists love it. I scrolled through Twitter to see what people had to say about it, and it was universally loved by leftists on Twitter. And this just goes to show that you don't have to make projects woke in order to get the woke audience. Just make them good. And I checked out a Christian website that reviewed the special, and the reviewer also recommended it. And this clearly illustrates something that I have been insisting for years. you really can satisfy a broad audience if you leave out the politics and you just write projects well.
Hey, all right. Love you guys.
We love you, Kevin Bacon.
Bye, Kevin Bacon. Bye, Kevin Bacon.
Bye, Bacon.
We love you, Kevin Bacon.
Wow. I guess all actors aren't complete pieces of shit.
The political motivation of a lot of Hollywood creatives has, I think, really damaged the quality of the work. If you're focused on the demographics of the characters, you're not focused, I don't think, enough on good storytelling or just writing good characters. And furthermore, when you've got a white male population of about 30%, leaving them out of your films entirely, it's not just negligence. That's called bigotry. On a personal note, as a Christian, I really appreciated that in this project they actually use the word Christmas. It's not hidden. They don't just say Happy Holidays all the time. They say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Peter.
And you might think that calling it a holiday special instead of a Christmas special is a bit woke, and I am just as cynical when it comes to Hollywood, but in this case, this is a direct reference to the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
That is the reference here, so it really had to be the holiday special in order to make that homage clear. And they don't get into the birth of Jesus or the fact that this is a Christian holiday, but they do make reference to this by including a single clear shot of a nativity. This is a very neutral shot. There's no positive or negative reference made. Presumably, the alien characters looking at the nativity have no idea what it means, but I was shocked that there was no vicious joke made. And this is the bar that Hollywood has set for me. If Christianity is referenced without a vicious joke, I consider that a win. It's strange, Christianity is the foundation of European culture, and yet I feel like referencing Christianity positively is now considered biased or political or something. It's a bit awkward. It's like saying that different races have different genetics. It's true, but we just don't talk about it anymore. Kind of weird. Back in 1965, CBS aired A Charlie Brown Christmas, and in that film, Linus walks onto a stage and he states the true meaning of Christmas.
Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
And I doubt any of the networks would do anything like that today. And that's a shame. It's sad that such a negative bias of Christianity has formed in the minds of so many Americans. And so, the fact that there was a nativity included in this Christmas special, I loved it. And I loved this holiday special. So if you have Disney Plus, if you want to see something that's super fun and not woke and even appropriate for the kids, I highly recommend the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Well done, James Gunn. All right, now, if you have not done so, please subscribe. I am a fledgling channel, folks. I need all the help I can get. Until next time, I am Groot. Merry Christmas, everybody.